So, colleagues, as you may know, DPI and DPI thinking generally has been characterized into three main pillars. At CDPI, we add two more. So the pillars are identity, payments, and data sharing or exchange. At CDPI, being knowledge drivers and innovators, we thought that there's a fourth and fifth, which is trust infrastructure as well as the discovery and fulfillment pillars. Um, of all this, one of the most testing pillar that you will encounter, either from a government operations or even just an ecosystem, is a whole pillar of data sharing. And we commit to give it due attention. In the past, the focus was really to start from the most citizen-facing pillars, and these were identity and payments related. But in no way is data sharing any less an important pillar. As such, CDPI, together with the Republic of Benin, sat and thought through this, and for the great work that Republic of Benin has done, we thought this is something that requires sharing, each one teach one basis. And so we will proceed on that understanding. This is going to follow Chatham House rules. And so anything you hear, these are sensitive areas of government operations, so let it stay with you. And we will also endeavor not to share this information across board unless only with those who are present here today. That said, I hand over the floor to Anziz to get us started. Anziz will give us their journey, how they started, how they kept innovating over time, and where they are right now in the whole area of data sharing using Xroad. Bienvenue, monsieur.
Thank you, Emmanuel. You see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I will propose this agenda, but I think we don't maybe only follow this. We can, if you have some question or some point, no problem. Okay, so we already do that. We want to discuss about Benin strategy, but maybe just 2 minutes. It don't take a lot of time. We can come back to that after. Arcadius will explain UXP, and Camus will discuss about PKI. And after that, we can discuss, if we have time, about governance, funding, and sustainability. And we finish with question and remark. Is it okay for you?
Okay by me.
Okay.
The floor, is everyone okay with this? Just give a thumbs up wherever you are.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think we are okay with the agenda.
Excellent. The parole is yours, Ansis.
Okay, perfect. So just to start, I want to present our goal, our company. So we work all for ASIN. ASIN is Digital Beninese Agency. Is an agency linked directly to the presidents, Benin presidents, and we work with all digital projects in the Benin. Sorry, the slide is in French. I start translate in English, but I have some issue that maybe after that I will share you the English version. The main point I want to share, the main priority for ASIN is to work with all infrastructure. After that, we have to implement all the services for the citizen and company. And the goal after that is to have digital economics and social improvement in Benin. I think it's important to share with you that we have a strategy start on 2016 when we have the new president, Patrice Talon. So we put in place a new strategy, and 9 years after, we have the different results. We have the key project that we put in place. So this project is interoperability system, and we will share all the statistics about that. We also have citizen portal with more than 200 services digitalized. We have PKI. We have also a registry of the physical person in Benin. And all these projects. We have also a national payment platform, mainly for use all mobile money system to allow the inclusion. So all these projects we can share with you and discuss about that, but it's not the main purpose of this call. So I don't take a lot of time. I will ask to Arcadius to discuss directly about UXP. And after that, Camille will discuss about PKI, and I will discuss after that about governance. Okay. So Arcadius, can you please take the floor to introduce USP in Benin?
The agenda for that is as follows. Firstly, I will tell you about Benin National PKI. Next, I will provide an overview of the 2 PKI we have in Benin. For quick resume, in Benin, we have 1 PKI for travel document and another PKI entirely dedicated to e-service. In the next for this presentation, I will present how the public infrastructure key is an essential component of Benin DPI. And next, I will conclude with some perspective for national PK. And so, why a national PKI? Firstly, it is to guarantee the security and integrity of digital exchange. It to ensure the authenticity and confidentiality of an electronic document, and to facilitate also the digitization, sorry, for public and private services, while of course we remain compliant with international standards like EIDAS, RFC, HCL, etc. As I mentioned earlier, we have 2 PKIs. The PKI MRTD, which manage passport and national identity biometric card and other travel documents, and the services PKI, which manage the digital identities and digital trust services. I think here is very important to mention that this anti-PKI infrastructure was deployed with a group companies, 1 local companies, quality corporate and foreign company, interest data card. The local company covered the hardware aspect, like equipment installation, premise layout, data center, etc. And foreign company cover also the technical aspects, include the package solution and training, the operation and teams. For, for more specifically, the MRTDPKI is as flow. It built around standard component, like controlling sign certificate and document signer and document verifier and inspection system. It is mainly used for using passport and national identity biometric card, uh, with objective of ensuring the authenticity and validity of the travel document and the security and biometric verification of identities. Uh, when we take e-service PKI, is treated as flow also. It is built around standard component, such as we have one routier with two intermediate like GovC 1 and GovC 2. And we have also a trust services management platform. With this PKI, we have several services. Actually, we have like services, a digital identity issuance services, and qualified electronics signature services, and electronic time stamping services. We have also, with this PKI, electronic signature EPI services for integration with third-party partner application. And citizen authentication services for authentication with online services. So our API is an essential component of Benin DPI because it is guaranteed well with national digital services. This PKI plays a central role in digital trust and cybersecurity and contributes to the country digital transformation. For the future, we have numerous perspectives, like we need to strengthen PKI adoption. We need also to do strengthening the regulatory framework. We have some goal to deployment in new services based on electronic signature. We need also to implement a identity platform based on our PKI, and we need to align the international. We need also to do alignment. I think alignment to with international standards and best practices, and we need for finish to do a better collaboration with public and private stakeholders for security digital transformation. So many thanks for your attention. Aziz, are you there?
Yes, thank you, Camus. I think yes, maybe if you have one question we can take, or we can just switch to UXP, and after that we will ask all the questions at the end of the presentation. What do you prefer, Emmanuel?
Yeah, I think probably if anyone has a question, they could put it in the chat so that we don't interrupt the flow.
Okay.
And also so that you're ready with the answers as we go along, and then we will have let's take 2 more presentations and then we can go into Q&A.
Okay. Perfect. So Arcadius, is it okay for you now? can take the floor.
Yes, it's okay now. Can you see me?
Yes.
Good. Let me share my screen quickly. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, it just
Tu peux passer perfect.
Okay. So hello everybody. I will try to summarize what is our national platform of interoperability in Benin. So first of all, I'm sorry, my slide is in French, so but I'll try to explain it in English. So first of all, it's important to to make you understand that our national platform of interoperability, or the interoperability stuff, is made by our government. We have in Benin what we call a national government program, which is we can lead all the activity or all the program that the government follow within several years. So in this program, the national program, the government have identified a pillar, which is the smart administration. So to achieve the goal of the smart administration, the program have identified two main platforms. One platform is called CATIS, and the second one is called INSROT. So this is the two big platform that is based on our interoperability in Benin. And the both of the platform is now in exploitation in Benin since 5 years now, since 2020. So where we start? Here you can see before 2020, 2020, what we have is when the citizen needs some service from the administration. For example, if you want your certificate of birth, you will go to the administration who give it, and you will ask which is the document you need to provide before get your certificate, or how you get your certificate. When you need, for example, your criminal record, you will go to the administration who deliver the criminal record, and you ask how and which document is needed. That is what we have before. So in 2020, we have two options. To have a smart administration, we have two options. The first one is here, is that we can build something like a one-stop center, or where the citizen will go and ask about any services. And this one-stop center, we can collect the information about the services the citizen want from the administration and give it to the citizen. So instead of the citizen go to each administration, we will have something like a one-stop center. This is the first option we have. The second option we have is to build some platforms where all the information about the services that the government, the administration deliver to citizens can be located. And also, when the citizen needs some service from the administration, the same platform will be able to do the necessary to give the service to the citizen. So we choose in Benin the second option. So the option we chose is to build some platform which will be which can centralize all the service that the government deliver to citizens, and also with all the service that the government deliver to themselves. Like one administration needs some paper from the another one, the same platform can be also used for that. So to achieve that that goal, so to have this centralized platform, we based it on the two platforms that I have said before. The first one is Katis. Katis for us is the catalog of the services. So in this platform, you can have the description of all the service that is delivered in Benin. You can have information about who delivered the services, which entity of the government deliver it, uh, what is need to have access to the service, who can have access to the service, and the price of the service, and all and another information also about the service. So we have one catalog, one platform who ag um, have the aggregation of all the service we deliver. The second one, the second platform, main platform is Inroads, which is USP. You have to understand that Inroads is the standard of data exchange, which is maintained by Estonia and all those and 3 countries. And we in Benin, we have um, 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 how to say, a commercial version of the Inroads. Like Inroads is the open source maintained by some country, and there are some company which base on the open source version to build the commercial one, which have some feature that the open source don't already have, and also uh, some other training and all those things like that. So in Benin, we have decided to take the USP for several reasons. I think on this we'll talk about it later. So how it works in Inroads? Inroads is just tools that give the ability to collect data from a provider as a consumer. Like you can see, you can see it at a tunnel where the data can pass through from a first point to the second one. So I have here another picture to explain it a bit more. So when we talk about data exchange, it's like we have some register and we have some information system who will go to the register and collect the data. So how it work, to summarize it and not go to technical stuff, is, for example, we have a national population register here, and we have some platform, some portal here, like the citizen portal. So when the citizen portal need to have information about Benin citizen, you have to go to the register of national population to collect the data. So to do it, the data is passed through Inroads, basically. So Inroads is the infrastructure that can secure the exchange of data between a provider of data and the consumer of data. So what is good is Inroads is you can have on the same Inroads platform or USP platform all of government and also all of institution. Like we call them the member. So the member can be a government, can be a private sector, and maybe ONG like the non-profit organization. So this is to go more in deep of INSROAD. So INSROAD have some, let's say, a main component, a central component. We have a component about PKA to deliver a certification between all those members. Like when a provider will give access to a consumer of data, or the provider and the consumer have their own certificate that make the exchange trust. We have also a register who know all the member in INSROAD, so all the company. We also have how do you say it, is a timestamp on each request for the statistic and all those things. So to talk a bit more about how is the interoperability is organized in Benin, we have a national committee of interoperability, which is the higher instance of the which manage the interoperability. In this committee, we have the Minister of Digitalization, the Minister of Finance, and three other ministers. And after the National Committee, we have now the enterprise or the structure of coordination, which is in charge to administrate the INSROAD platform. Today is our agency, ASIN, which is in charge of the administration of the platform. We have in ASIN the administrator, which administrates the platform. And now ASIN, so the administration of the platform is based on what we call point focal. Like in each ministry or agency or in each institution of the Benin government, we have someone who represents the interoperability. So this guy is in charge of feeding the catalog of service platform. So you have to register all the service in his institution. He's also in charge of administration of INSROAD in his own institution, because INSROAD, I don't say it before, INSROAD is a distributed system. So every local institution has his own part of INSROAD that he administrates. So that is how it's organized. We have a national committee, we have agency which is responsible of the administration of the platform, and we have those guys in each institution who help us to administrate the platform. So how we use the platform today, we have three big ways. One is to how to call it, like we have some register, okay, which exists in some of institution, but is not already connected to data exchange platform INSROAD. So first, one of our activity is to identify all those register which is not already connected and connect them to INSROAD. Another one is to see or which register is not already exist. Like I will show you in the next slide. We identify the register which is important for us, and if they don't exist, like they don't have the structural database, we will help them to build it. And then the last acts of exploitation of the platform is training and sensibilization. We have 5 years. We are using the platform since 5 years now in Benin, but everything is not already perfect. Some of our institution is not using it like we want. So we still accompany them, training them, and make sensibilization. So today I will finish with some of statistic. We have today more than 50 members on Innsroad. Mainly the member as government institution, but now we allow the private sector to also be part to the interoperability. So we have today banks, we have assurance institution, we have also telecommunication company, and also some other big company which is in cement sector and those things. So we have today, say, around 10 members from the private sector. So we have identified the main registry we need in our country, like the national population registry, the company registry, the agent of government registry, the vehicle registry, and so many registry. So the green one is the one is already connected, like the exist, that is qualified and connected to Innsroad. The yellow one is the one which exists but is not now connected to data exchange platform, and the red one is those who we identify, but we have to structure them and to implement them and connect them to data exchange platform. So statistic, like I have said, we have started since 5 years now. When we start, it was only 5 members with around 200 services, but today we have more than 1,000, at least 15,000, no, 1,500 services now. For digitalize public service, we have around now 300, and we have 55 members, and the total of exchange data on the platform, like the requests, which is already exchanged on the platform since the beginning, is around 70 billion. The statistic is available on this website, so you can have the refresh, the update statistic here. So we have 55 members. We have more than 200 statistics. So that is to summarize what I can say about interoperability in Benin. On this.
Okay, thank you, Arcadius. I think we can move to the last point. It's about governance, funding, and sustainability. So I'll share my screen. Okay. So do you see my screen, I think? Okay, so we don't take a lot of time on this point. The main point about governance is we have established overseas digital initiative. So we have different committee for all Benin digital project. We have we have different committee. So the first is a steering committee, including the key stakeholder. For all this committee, we need to have a scene representative. Our role is to be sure that we can manage all the projects. We have to avoid to have the duplication, to have the same ministry, different ministry who do the same project. So we have also a technical committee with ASIN expert, but with also maybe some private company who have to work for the government. And we can have also a legal committee if necessary. It's not mandatory for all the project, but it depends of the project. After that, we have different role for each institution. The ministry need to submit all the digital need to ASIN, and our role is to ensure that all is we have the coherence about that, and ASIN have to implement all transverse project, cross-cutting project, and common digital infrastructure. For example, interoperability, PKI, citizen portal, payment platform, authentication, something like that. All these transverse projects need to be implemented by ASIN only, and we share it for all the ministry, all the agency in the country. And for the last point about legal and regulatory, I don't know, Linda, if you want to present these points. Linda, are you there? Okay, we don't have Linda. For the legal and regulatory framework, we have a digital code is the baseline, I think, of our digitalization, and is online, so we can share it with you if you want. We have interoperability framework. It's very important for us. Is defined by Cadus before, but we share it for all administration. We have some decree, two main decree to say that all digitalized services have to be on national portal. So one ministry can say, okay, I want to create my own portal to do what I want to do. No, we have to put all on national portal. So we have to work with ASIN to do that. And it's the same thing for all key referential data. We have to host it on X-Road. We don't have the choice. It's like that to allow all the agency and ministry that we can communicate with X-Road. So it's mandatory to have all these legal points. And after that, for finance funding strategy, we have mainly national budget. We can give you some idea about the cost, of course, of the main project, but is mainly national budget. And after that, we can have public and private partnership for some big project. We do that. And we also have international funding with World Bank, FD, LuxDev, JZ, and so on, who help us to improve our digitalization. Economic model is, of course, we maintain all the physical costs when we digitalize. We don't add something or no, it's the same cost. But after digitalization, we improve collection of e-service fee. I think the before and after digitalization, we have very see the improvement of our finance because maybe before we have maybe a lot of corruption, a lot of information don't share directly with authority, but now we are all this, and we have also a tax base also very important. And the last point about just sustainability, we all ASIN team have to be trained. We have training for all the big projects. And if we have international company, you must have a local partner to be sure that we can improve the digital ecosystem, and we give also the competency on ASI side and on local company. After that, we also have different capacity building for local stakeholder, and we work with them for improvement. And at the end, and each 2 years, we can evaluate the mechanism and try to adapt it to be sure that we can be efficient. So is the main point that we can share about this point, and of course we can answer to your question after that. So it's okay for us, Emmanuel.